What if you could start making money online for absolutely free without spending a dime, and you can get started right now? Yeah, I'm talking about legit websites that pay, and the best part, they're completely free to use. I've tested each one of these individually, and I've been able to make upwards to $1,000 a day by using all of these. So that's $30,000 per month just by using free websites. Whether you want to freelance, start a remote job, or just get your side hustle going, I'm going to have something for you, so you want to make sure you stick around for the entire video. Now, I've broken this down into 3 parts, and we're going to kick things off with the freelancing. So here are some of the best websites to land freelancing clients. I've used these personally to make more than $30,000 a month, and I've helped people who are farmers and beginners get started on these platforms, making anywhere from $3,000 to $20,000 per month by utilizing these free sites. So let's go ahead and dig in. You might have heard some of these platforms, but most people are just using them the wrong way. One of the biggest freelancing platforms out there, which is a billion-dollar behemoth, is called Upwork. Now, this is a giant, and if you're just getting started, Upwork might seem overly competitive. It's too hard to make money on there. There's too many people competing overseas. But this is where serious clients go when they're looking for help. Writing, design, marketing, coding, there's a niche just for everyone. The biggest issue I see on Upwork is people don't know how to sell themselves, they don't know what to offer, and they don't put in enough reps. They give up too soon and say it doesn't work for me, or it's just too competitive. When you're just getting started off, you're gonna have to put in some more reps. You're gonna have to try things a little bit longer. You're going to need to bid on the projects that are less competitive. You want to be the first 5 people bidding, and you also want to make sure that there's not hundreds of other applicants yet. So bid on those projects, bid high, bid long-term, but make sure there's a low entry and low competition. The next site that is the second best spot for freelancing is freelancer.com. Freelancer.com works a lot like Upwork, but it just doesn't have that big volume and expansiveness, but it's more like a project-based and slightly less polished. What I like about it is you can often find quick gigs from businesses that need something done as soon as possible. So that urgency can actually work for you in a favor, since people are looking to just get something, pay you, and get it done quickly. I personally suggest starting with Upwork, but some people have really good results on Freelancer. And again, if you try to go all these ways, you're not going to have success. So start off on one platform. And another great platform is Fiverr.com. This is a great place if you've already built up 1 or 2 very unique skill sets that you can create a nice package and deliver that. This could be things like a YouTube thumbnail that you can go ahead and create for somebody, or certain templates or sales scripts that you can package and just send it over to somebody, so you're not having to create something custom each time. Despite the name of Fiverr, most gigs on Fiverr aren't actually just $5 anymore. What sets Fiverr apart is its productized approach, meaning you can create set offerings. If you can package your skill or skills into a certain thing, you can use Fiverr's algorithm to land new gigs and get paid much faster by offering the same thing over and over for new clients. And guys, if you learned something new there, you're gonna love this next part. I've partnered up with Amazon's Audible to give you a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, Global Career: How to Work Anywhere and Travel Forever. Global Career has been featured in prestigious publications like Forbes, CNBC, Entrepreneur Magazine, and even Lonely Planet. And with over 500 positive reviews, this book has helped hundreds of thousands earn from anywhere. To get your free copy and start a 30-day free trial of Audible, all you have to do is visit globalcareerbook.com/audio today, or just scan the QR code on the screen here. Now, I know freelancing is great, but it might not be for everyone. If you want something that's going to be a little bit more consistent, this next part's for you. If you're looking for a steady paycheck, the ability to be able to work from beaches overseas in Thailand, or just looking for something where you can have a big impact and still have a team to work with, then this is going to be for you. And I'm talking about a remote job that's paying a high salary, and it's going to allow you to earn from anywhere. So one of the best places on the internet to find a remote job that most people don't know about is called Dynamite Jobs. The thing I love about Dynamite Jobs is it's still kind of a hidden gem. Instead of competing against thousands of people on LinkedIn or Monster or any of the other big sites, there's only about 5 to 10 people actually competing on these applications. But again, it's going to vary case by case. Since dynamitejobs.com is a little bit more of a hidden gem, you essentially have less competition to land these high-paying remote jobs. The other great thing about Dynamite Jobs is you're typically working for smaller companies, meaning you're going to have a big impact in the company, and you're also going to have a little bit more flexibility. The most popular website to find remote jobs is probably something you haven't heard about. It's called weworkremotely.com, and it's one of the oldest and most respected remote job boards out there. Companies like Google, Amazon, Basecamp, and a lot of big remote-first companies use weworkremotely.com. So whether you're technical or not, it's a solid site to check out at least once a week. You're gonna wanna turn on alerts for all these job boards to make sure that you're able to be one of the early birds to apply. Don't hesitate when it comes to applications. In general, from being on both sides of the table, people are gonna put more emphasis and more time into reviewing your application if it comes in early. Unfortunately, it's just the sad nature of how the hiring process works. Last but not least is one of the best remote job boards out there, and it might be a little biased here because I built it and I created it for free. It's called globalcareer.io, and I'll leave a link below how you can access our remote jobs today. We specialize in non-technical, high-paying remote jobs. So if you're not a coder, this is gonna be the place for you. Global Career is essentially built for nomads who want to make a high-paying remote income and grant the ability to earn from anywhere just from using their laptop. Now, if you already have a remote job or you're already freelancing but you're looking to get to that next level, this is where entrepreneurship comes in, or building a side hustle. I usually recommend people having steady and stable income before they get their side hustle up and running. But if you're at that stage, here's some of the best free websites to get up and running when building a side hustle. Now, if you want to build a side hustle, you need to make a funnel, and I've got an exclusive offer just for you. I essentially just switched all of my software over to a company called High Level because it's able to do everything under one roof. So High Level is the Swiss Army knife of my business, and it's able to do so many things under one roof. It's essentially a CRM, email and text message automation. It does things like hosting my courses. It does email automation, workflows, builds funnels, and does so much more. And I just even added an AI employee. And if you're interested in checking this out, I've got an exclusive 30-day free trial just because you're one of my subscribers. You can find the link down below in the description. Are you tired of juggling 30 different software tools just to keep your business running? Well, I was in the same boat, so I deleted everything and found an all-in-one solution that helped me save more than $1,000 per month. There's a much better way out there, and you can actually get started for free today. It's called High Level, one platform that has every tool in total control. It essentially replaces your CRM, funnel builder, email system, social media scheduler, calendar scheduling, marketing automation, and so much more. Even better, you can white label it, sell to your clients as your own software, and keep 100% of the profit. There's no extra user fees ever, and you can start a free trial today before it's gone. Scan the QR code on the screen or just click the link in the description to see why millions of businesses are switching to High Level. Well, if you're not interested in building a funnel or building a business like an agency, a course hosting platform, or just building anything that requires a CRM, I've got a few side hustles just for you here. So if you're good at design or you're just into fashion, one of the best free places to build a side hustle is called Amazon Merch. Amazon Merch essentially lets you upload t-shirt or hoodie designs, and Amazon handles all the printing, shipping, and customer service. You just essentially collect the royalty. You don't need any inventory, you don't need to advertise it, and if your SEO is on point, all you need to do is design, upload, and let Amazon do its thing. Essentially, after doing and making money with Amazon Merch, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Essentially, you need to start uploading, you need to do a lot of research to figure out what types of designs are going to be popular, how to SEO optimize those to make sure people are searching for those keywords, and then make sure that the quality is top notch. Now, if you want to stay away from Amazon, I've got another great platform for you. Etsy is one of the best free platforms to build a side hustle on where you don't really need to pay any money. Etsy isn't just for crafty people anymore. They have a huge collection of digital downloads and they're really taking over. Think planners, templates, checklists, all of these sort of ebook options out there. These are products you can create once and sell it over and over. The key to this is to find your niche that's not overly saturated. Think things like wedding planners, small business owners, teachers. Create for a specific group and your downloads will sell better than all the other generic stuff. One thing that I suggest is when you're doing your research, try to look at those 3 and 2-star reviews to see what were the problems with those workbooks or planners. And you can essentially take that feedback and level up your own items and products to make it even better. When I was in college, I was making more money doing this one thing than when I was actually working for Wells Fargo on the trading floor. And that was flipping stuff through eBay and Craigslist. So eBay and Craigslist are still one of the easiest and best ways to get started. You can look around your house or you can just figure out some arbitrage to find things that are old, or maybe going to Goodwill to find some collectibles or things that you think that are just undervalued and that you can sell on eBay. If you really want to take things to the next level, what you can do is just go spend a few hours in Goodwill, Walmart, Costco, and then scan these items and see what they're being sold for on Amazon and see if they're being sold for on eBay. What you can do then is buy it from the store and then you're going to mark it up slightly, so that's going to be your profit margin. Make sure you include all the things like shipping and all those other things that are going to come to using the business, like taxes, when you're going ahead and creating that pricing. Now, what I suggest is trying to find one niche. What I found was finding some furniture, buying it off Craigslist, and then selling it on eBay was probably the biggest profit margin, but it can be pretty time consuming. So you want to find something that's going to be a little bit higher ticket and likely something that's not super heavy if you have to ship it out of state. Think couches, refrigerators are super, bulky, expensive to send, but can also be good if you're just sending it to your local area. But if you want to send it across the country, it's going to be pricey. So you need to do some research. You need to find a niche and a gap in the market, and then you can go ahead and start filling it. Now, with all of these free websites, I've been able to make thousands of dollars, and I want you to be able to do the same. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit subscribe because I'm putting out new videos on how to earn from anywhere. And again, I want to help millions of people do the same. So I'm going to leave another video here that was hand selected just for you, and I'll see you in the next one.